Why am I so bright? Hold on, let me get my thing together. Oh my god. I got a back all the way up here. Hold on, I had to adjust this light. Hold on. Doing too much. Hi, squad. I can't even see the comments. That's what sucks about this iPad. Yeah, let me move around. I'm about to change the locations. Maybe I come back. What's up, squad? Oh, there you go. If I keep going back, if I keep going back, I can't see nothing. Hold on, let me look at the at my computer on this. My Zil, you on the phone? How he gonna hang up? People be so scary. Hi, you guys. Hi, you guys. Ignore my computer. Hold on. I'm trying to share it. Now, the people who be watching the replay be getting mad. Why you ain't fix that before you came in? Because it was live. That's why. Because I didn't. That's why. Because I just come on live, just like y'all be going on live on Instagram and Facebook and Periscope. That's how I go live on YouTube. I just go live. I'm not preparing. I just go live. I prepare for the site. I prepare for the things on Straight from the A. And pardon me if I can't read your comments right now because I'm still trying to put. I thought I was going to be closer to the light, but if I get closer to the light, I can't see me. Hold on. Oh, there it is right there. I see you guys. Hold on, I'm sharing it to Twitter. I got the twins out tonight, Nikki. I see you now. I see y'all comments now. I got a t-shirt. Just ignore my twins, honey. I can't. They always here. Sometimes they peek out, sometimes they don't. But they always here. They never leave me. Now I got shared on Facebook. And then I am done. ATLien, Facebook. What we're gonna talk about, I put in the title, Teairra Marie scheming on 50 Cent. And she was busted on tape. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about Khia's gag order, which aired last night. And she started off by addressing the controversy surrounding her comments about the Santa Fe shooting. We'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about the reboot of the Rosanne show has been canceled. We're going to talk about that. Damn right. Oh, so bright. Said Khia was on fire, huh? Teairra Marie get money. Okay, let me see who's in the room. Let me get this chat out. Celebrity Uncoded. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat already. Thank you. I know I was supposed to come on yesterday. I did come on the day before. I did come on Sunday. But y'all need to understand, like, blogging ain't a game. Like, I am not using no filter, Zills. We really put a lot of work into blogging. Like, I'll be editing pictures, editing the content, uploading the video. Like, it's just so much that goes into blogging on a website. And, we'll get into that when we get into the masterclass and all that stuff. But I want to thank you guys for joining me. I see Khia Gag's child was one of the first people in here. Netta, Love, Sunshine, Sky Winters, Nikki Tatum. Okay, I'm just chilling, looking to see who's here. Sweetie Pie, Too Hot. Okay, Jazabelle, Kenyatta, Jen the Goddess. Okay, the regulars in the house, squads in the building, Celebrity Uncoded, of course, Zeals, Angel Nicole, yeah, Sharon Middleton, Sean. Okay, I see everybody. Lockhair Boss, Sharon Lofton, yes, Nikki Tatum, Bam Bam. All right, all right, all right. They coming in slowly, slowly. We rolling in. I appreciate you guys. Woo, I need one of those things to do this. This is what I need. I need one of those things. See, I got the little cheap ring light that you get off of Amazon. It's just a ring. You can't even adjust it. It's just light. So, you said Kaya was preaching last night. If you haven't already, y'all should go check out Gag Order. Kaya was live again from the Ivory on Memorial Day. She started off with a voicemail. I thought it was calling, but it was a voicemail left by someone named Heather. Let's see if I can put it on the thing. I think I can put it on the Bluetooth speaker. Hold on, let me do this. Turn this Bluetooth off. And it was hilarious, by the way. I know I charged it. What happened? Did I leave it on? Oh shit. Whatever. I give up. Oh, there it is. Now I gotta put it on how do I put it on? What's it called? There it is. Parrot. Paired, yes. So Kaya's gag order at around the 8-minute mark or so, she goes in on someone named Heather. And now everyone who watches Gag Order is like tagging all the Becky's Heather now because Kaya really
a resident of Fancy.
This is it.
Now what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey Kaya, my name's Heather. I am a resident of Santa Fe, Texas, where the shooting happened, where you, made your comments about. We'd like to kindly invite you to come down and say it to our faces, and you are welcome to come at any time. And since you don't reply unless it's about money, I'm willing to give you a cool 25 cents to come on down. So please let me extend this very gracious invitation to you, and you are welcome to come and say it to our faces. Thank you. Let me give you my number.
So I'm not gonna play the phone number, but Kaya actually played the lady phone number right. So Heather was offended at what Kaya said last week. So to refresh your memory about what Kaya said, I'm gonna let you hear what Kaya said last week before you hear what she said this week. Hold on. No, this is hilarious to me. You know, it's always one little thing in the hold on. I'm going straight from the A right now because you know I listed it out. Exactly what everyone said. Open. Now I lost the comments. Just that quick. Where y'all go? That's not it. That's it. There it is. I found y'all. So apparently Kaya was talking about last week. Here it is. Here's exactly what she said.
All they students by name, they knew the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, this boy done been in this high school from 9th grade to 12th grade, and you mean to tell me ain't nobody trying to be his friend? He don't get along with nobody. The teachers picking on him, the students picking on him. You motherfuckers got what you deserve. Because if you motherfuckers would have been his friend, your ass would have got shot down. Stop the goddamn bullying. Learn how to get along. If a motherfucker stink, get him some deodorant. Show love and let him sit with you at the lunchroom. Be the motherfucker that's less fortunate, ain't got as much as you. If they ain't got no Jordans, bring them some to school, motherfucker. Don't pick on motherfuckers, because you never know when they're gonna come to the school and shoot your motherfucking ass. You goddamn teachers and guidance counselors, y'all make these students down. Because if this trench coat wearing motherfucker been walking around the school in all black, one of you motherfuckers should have been aware of it. One of you motherfuckers should have pulled him in, stopped by his house, helped him in a big brother or big sister. One of you motherfuckers should have caught this before we got this.
So that's what Khia said. That's a portion of it, right? So you heard Heather's voicemail. She was offended. She said she's from Santa Fe. She was offering Khia 25 cents. So what Khia said in response was, she ain't got no more tears to cry. She said you can't police her tears. All our children had in their hands were Skittles and cigarettes and lighters and cell phones, and their backs got blown out. This motherfucking saltine and killed 100 people in the school, and he's still alive. Now, you have to hear it in context. Because you had a point. Like, when you first hear it, you like, wait a minute now, Khia. Wait a minute now. Wait. Like, now you blaming the victim. Like, people lost their lives. But she's not necessarily blaming the victims. She's talking about the way they're treating the shooter. So, hold on. Let me get back to here. How do I get back in here? It won't let me back in. Bluetooth, JBL flip. I'm on. Why I can't? Oh, there it is. Hold on.
This is Heather from Santa Fe. Santa Fe is calling. She got beef with the queen. Let me rewind that call. Here's a head on the line. Hold on, y'all. Listen to that. This is Heather from Santa Fe.
Again.
Hey, Khia. My name's Heather. I am a resident of Santa Fe, Texas, where the shooting happened, where you made your comments about. We'd like to kindly invite you to come down and say it to our faces.
Last week, they about to have a stroke. God, you disgusting whore!
This is Khia's response.
You disgusting, pig-smelling whore! I dare you call the queen and tell me that all you have is 25 cents for me. Bitch, send me the number. If that's all your wetback ass got is 25 cents, send it, bitch! Send it! Did y'all hear Heather on that line? The Saltines is mad about what I said last week, about the Santa Fe shooting, and, they had a heart attack last week. They about to have a stroke this week. They always want to tell us about our shit, but want to get mad when we call them on their shit. So Heather felt the need to call me and roast me, but that was all the roast that she had. I done told you, you immature roasters about trying to roast a professional queen. If that's all the roast you got, Heather, and all you got is 25 cents because you was mad about what I said last week, Heather. Because you mad that I said I wasn't going to cry for your children because I cried enough about my own children, the black children. You understand me? You was mad because I said I didn't have any tears left to cry for your children. And that was good for you motherfuckers down there because y'all need to do a little better down there in Santa Fe with the bullying and the teaching. And the mentoring. You had all that time to call my phone, bitch. If you had enough time to call me, you should have used some of that time to call them children and maybe they would still be alive. Why you calling me, bitch? They got metal detectors in our children's school. I think they need to come pick the metal detectors up from our black children's school and distribute some of the metal detectors out at your children's school, and maybe they'll still be alive. Because our children ain't shooting up no schools, Heather, but they keep getting shot down in the street. So you mad that I don't have any tears left to cry for you? You disgusting whore! Named Heather down there from Santa Fe. You upset because I don't have any more tears to cry for your children. At least the motherfucker Demetrius is still alive. His mama can go see him because if he was black, he would have been dead at the school. It wouldn't have been no visitations. Heather, so you mad at me because I don't have no tears to cry for your children, Miss Heather from Santa Fe. What that bitch say her number was? Call that whore. Since she got so much to say, call Porky the Pig. Call that Saltine. Call her, because I want to know why you're calling me, Heather. Where are the children? You could have saved those children. You have so much time to call the queen and talk about how much you care. Now, Heather, it's too late, bitch. Calling my phone all fucking day. Heather, y'all make sure y'all y'all call Heather back because it's roasting season, bitch. I'm an American and we have freedom of speech to say what the fuck we wanna say. Heather, y'all call Heather because it's roasting season. That bitch mad at me because I told the truth. I guess my black nappy-headed ass wasn't supposed to say that I didn't have no more tears to cry for Heather. You disgusting whore. All the black dicks you suck, all you done came up with is 25 cents to send the queen, Heather. I was here before you, bitch, and I'm gonna be here after you. So I'm gonna need you to bow down and don't get mad at me. You know, let the school board and all the other people, the superintendents and everybody else down there in Santa Fe know they need to start distributing some metal detectors down there in the white folks' school. Affirmative action ain't make me feel nothing but more like a nigga at you white folks' school. See, at us black folks' schools, we don't shoot up, we fight, we get ahead of fate right then and there when we get bullied. We don't sit and wait and plot and plan. We don't blow shit up. We don't raise terrorists. Our children gonna kick ass and take names right then and there. I keep telling you, not me too. It's not me, Heather. It's roasting season. How the fuck you gonna tell me what to do with my tear ducts, bitch? I said I ain't got no more tears to cry. All our children had in their hand was Skittles and cigarettes and lighters and cell phones, and their backs got blowed up, bitch. This motherfucking quack-way ass saltine done killed 100 people at the school, and he's still alive. They took his ass into custody. His mama visited him right now, sending him some canteen money, bitch. Plotting on how they gonna say he crazy so he can do 7 years and get 2 trays and be out in 4 months, bitch, for mental health issues. Heather, fuck you gonna tell me? He lived to shoot another day, bitch. Fuck you gonna be mad at me? He can still eat 3 meals a day, bitch. Fuck you gonna be mad at me? He had an automatic rifle, bitch. Trayvon ain't had nothing but some Skittles, bitch. Heather.
So, as you can see, she adequately explained the little 1 minute that's circulating on Instagram that everybody took out of context and everybody was trying to make it seem like Khia was like, you know, okay with people shooting up school. No, she never said that. What she said was the shooter can live another day. The shooter was bullied. The shooter, you know, they create all these excuses for the shooter. That's all she was saying. But, you know, it's roasting and gagging. It's roasting season. She made her point. She made her point again after y'all dragged her all week long on the Instagrams. People was emailing me talking about, well, why you ain't writing about what Khia said about the shooting? And I'm like, well, shit, I was there. what I'm writing about? I heard her when she said it. Like, I didn't hear what was wrong with it. But I hadn't seen what they had seen, what they were circulating around on the internet. I saw the entire show, and when I heard her speak about it, I was like, yeah, she got a point. But that being said, if you want to watch the entire gag order, it's on Khia Motormouth TV on YouTube, and my write-up is on Straight from the A. I did a write-up specifically about what we just talked about. So, hey, J. Watt, Shay, I see y'all, Jen the Goddess, I see y'all tipping in. I wanted to talk about that first because everybody's talking about gag order, this gag order. I tipped into the gag order last night, you know, before I went to the barbecue and before I was so inebriated that I couldn't go live afterwards. But she had a pretty good show last night. So if y'all want to tune in, go right ahead. If y'all want to read the write-up, go to straightfromtheA.com. Secondly, I love you too, C-Bone. I don't even want to talk about Kenya no more. Everybody, why am I so light? I need some melanin. Hold on, I need to put a sheet over the thing. I need to put my new swimsuit over. Somebody sent me a swimsuit. I think it's so cute, and I'm going to wear it. It says thick thighs save lives, and it's been sitting on my table ever since I took it out of the box. But anyway, thank you so much, Charlie Thomas. It's not a sponsor, so I'm not gonna tell you where I got it from. But yeah, somebody was nice enough to send it to me, and I really appreciate it. Okay, we'll talk about Kenya. Everybody's like telling me, why y'all hit hit me up telling me what B. Scott wrote about Kenya. B. Scott has his platform, Straight from the A, aka ATLien, aka me. I have my platform. So I don't understand why y'all always be trying to pit these bloggers against each other. Like, if his sources is telling him that Kenya got a peach, so be it. Like, but my sources, who I feel are very well informed, told me she does not have a peach next season. She ain't negotiating, and she does not have a peach. Period. She will probably come back in some capacity, maybe as a friend, but you know Kenya's pride. I don't know if she's gonna accept that or not. You know, it is what it is. So we already talked about Kenya 3-4 times already. I don't want to talk about that no more. You know, I wish her the best, but you know, it is what it is. Love you too, Marvin Baker. Teairra Marie was caught on tape scheming against 50 Cent. She says that, hold on. Again, you know, I'm reading on Straight from the A. If y'all haven't read Straight from the A, y'all missed all this day. I wrote about this early this morning. Teairra Marie's lawsuit against Curtis 50 Cent Jackson and Akbar Abdul Ahad may be losing steam now that her credibility is being questioned. Money is apparently the objective in the situation, as the quote-unquote end result is the bag. And those are according to Teairra's words, which were caught on tape by her former lover. Rhymes with Snitch was the one who actually posted the video first, and I referenced them on Straight from the A. Teairra was caught on tape attempting to make a backdoor deal with Akbar for her to drop the case. In the video, which was posted on Instagram Live, Teairra admits her end game is to secure the bag, but says she's willing to call the whole thing off if Akbar publicly proclaims his love to her. Now, Akbar is, you know, apparently married to this girl in Atlanta. I don't know if they were separated, if, you know, they were in the process of getting divorced, but apparently he's still legally married to someone, and the wife has even come forward to to drop some spill some tea on that as well. But first, let's hear what Teairra said to Akbar. Here's what he posted. If you can hear it. Can I hear it? I don't know. Wait a minute. Is it still on? Yeah, it's still on. So she cracked his windshield. Hold on, where's the phone call? Hold on. Okay. So Akbar posted these clips. So I don't know if they're doctored clips.
To let them know that I didn't do it. You trying to accuse me of doing it. That's all I was doing.
I never said that you did it on my page. I never said nothing.
Yes, you did. You told people I did it.
How did I tell people you did it?
You accused me of that, man.
You can't hear.
She never said nothing about 50. She just said what she said, and we moved on.
What did she say?
Huh?
You keep saying you're not saying she said what she said. What did she say?
Huh?
You keep saying you're not saying she said what she said. What did she say?
She was just like, you know, it is what it is with him. Like, this is what he's known for, basically. She never said anything, basically. She never said anything incriminating. That's what I'm trying to say.
So she's not trying to go at 50.
No. I don't think so.
And that's your word.
She's not trying.
In this, in reverse it.
I just said it.
How?
The clip notes are actually on the site,
If not, then dang.
Sanja.
She got to do what she got to do.
But that's, I understand it, but understand what this woman trying to do? She hates 50.
Oh, I got a problem with 50 now.
But why you got a problem with 50? Because he reposted something that somebody leaked?
Yeah.
But what about everybody else?
I don't care. Then he's your friend.
He's my friend. You everybody else.
I don't care. Then he's your friend.
He's my friend? You saying that because I'm cool with him? Is the reason y'all suing him?
That's why I have a problem. I didn't say I was suing anybody.
Lisa.
So that's the little clip that, you know, he posted online. The clip notes, again, are on Straight from the A. I also talk about his wife and a picture that she posted about 13 weeks ago of herself and Akbar. The wife claims that Teairra pursued her husband after he helped write and produce her new singles, and he purchased wardrobe for blah blah blah. This is what the wife is saying. First of all, you know, he purchasing wardrobe. He let her use one of his cars. He went so far as helping her pay her rent. That sounds like a side chick to me. I mean, no disrespect, wife, but the wife was saying that he was doing all of this for Teairra Marie, I guess because he was trying to help her with her career. She alleges that her husband did not leak the freaky flicks, and that Teairra is allegedly still an alcoholic, even though she had a little brief stint in rehab. She says Akbar did not release that tape. Teairra has a lot of friends who have access to her personal information, hence why Milan, aka Christopher Milan Christopher, had a picture posted on her page. I'm not saying he released it, but no one knows who did it. She is an alcoholic. The day she smashed out the windows to our car, she was drunk, and that was in the beginning of the video, which is also on Straight from the A. To me, it all sounds like a pre-planned publicity stuff for Love and Hip Hop, because like you know, it's like reality is this much stranger than fiction. Like, it's just a lot. It's just a whole lot. You know, the dude was married. The wife then came forward. They got video of her busting out windows. They got videos of her saying questionable things. I mean, if it's doctored, I mean, it's a lot of parts in there that are missing, of course, because I guess he's protecting himself. But some of the things that she's saying is about the case, and it's like, okay, you know, we don't know what's going on. So we can probably expect to see a lot of this on Love and Hip Hop. I don't know, but it seems like it to me. And I'm so washed out. I don't like it. I'll back up some more. But yeah, what are y'all talking about in the chat? So that's on Straight from the A as well. Also, if you haven't already heard by, you know, a gazillion news outlets about Rosanne Barr and her racist tweets that got her show canceled. It started earlier, late yesterday. Rosanne was tweeting about a whole, let me see, hold on. That's on the site as well. I'm gonna read you the exact tweet that got her terminated. You said Rosanne has always been cuckoo. Yeah, Rosanne has always been a little out there. But the memes that have started coming in are hilarious as well. They was like, nobody schooled Dan and Rosanne. Their black friends must not have spoken to them about this situation. But she was responding to some political posts. They said that, you know, Barr is notorious for tweeting about pro-Trump conspiracy theories and other controversial topics. This week, she targeted several prominent Democrats, and in one tweet, caused her entire show to crumble. The tweet, Barr wrote, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equal VJ. And VJ are the initials for Valerie Jarrett, a top former aide to President Obama. And I have a screenshot of the tweet on the site. So if you go Straight from the A, you'll be able to see all of that there. Barr apologized later and wrote, I apologize to Valerie Jarrett and to all Americans. I'm truly sorry for making a bad joke about her politics and her looks. I should have known better. Forgive me. My joke was in bad taste. Okay, we can go into this whole spiel about how, you know, white people, you know, often equate black people to monkeys. We already know it's a racist joke, and it goes deeper than that because a lot of black people call other black people's monkeys as well, and it's problematic, and we know it was a fake apology. The realest one, you know, I see you. I feel the same way. She was just trying to save her show at that point, and she also quit Twitter. Just a few moments after Rosanne issued that apology, Wanda Sykes tweeted that she was quitting. the Rosanne show, and one of the comedian Wanda Sykes is one of the show's consulting producers. So she issued a public proclamation online saying, you know, I'm done. I will not be returning. After Sykes' announcement, not long after Sykes said that she wasn't coming back, ABC released a statement and canceled the show. Pretty much like, Rosanne's Twitter statement is abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values, and we have decided to cancel her show. As you know, the cancellation comes just a few months after the show premiered, which premiered to huge ratings, but the network isn't backing down. Sarah Gilbert, who plays Barr's daughter on the sitcom, also issued a statement, and she said pretty much the same thing that ABC said, but she said Rosanne's recent comments about Valerie Jarrett and so much more are abhorrent and do not reflect the beliefs of our cast and crew or anyone associated with our show. I am disappointed in her actions, to say the least. She continued, this is incredibly sad and difficult for all of us, as we've created a show that we believe in and are proud of and the audience love. One that is separate and apart from the opinions and words of one cast member. But unfortunately, that one cast member is the star of the show. It's like they can't have a Rosanne show without Rosanne. So, I mean, you know, she's gone unless they figure out a way to do a spinoff. You know, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for that. Alfreda says you tweeted Rosanne and asked her how she was asleep now that she has caused all these families to lose income. And that's what I said too, but I'm like, you know, I'm sure she didn't know that one tweet would like totally just abolish like everything, the cast, the crew. Like, man, that's a multi-million-dollar operation. Like, I'm sure advertisers want their money. Like, she took a lot of money out of people's mouths, right? Animal lovers, she really did. So that one sentence did it. I mean, that's how you got to watch what you say on social media, and that goes for everyone. That goes for everyone. Regardless if she quit Twitter, what's the point? She might as well stay on now because Twitter caused her to lose her entire job. So there's that. Morgan Freeman, which I haven't wrote on the site yet, but I was in the process of writing about it earlier and then got taken away from it, but he demands a retraction from CNN, and CNN actually issued an apology. The Hollywood Reporter got a 10-page letter from Morgan Freeman's attorney, which pretty much asked CNN to retract its report about the sexual misconduct allegations. The 10-page letter is addressed to Jeff Zucker, president of CNN, and claims the story has defamed and inflicted serious injury on Freeman's reputation and career. At a minimum, CNN immediately needs to issue a retraction and apologize to Mr. Freeman through the same channels and with the same level of attention that it used to unjustly attack him on May 24th. Y'all know I always say that you can't throw rocks at me publicly and apologize privately. So they're asking him for the same attention that y'all put these rumors out there to snatch them back. That's what they're saying. The letter is from attorney Robert M. Schwartz, and he said CNN also needs to retract the portions of the story that concern Lori McGreary and apologize to her for defaming and injuring her. Lori McGreary was one of the people that CNN claims, was one of the victims, and she's saying that it's not true. Meanwhile, CNN President Jeff Zucker said the network stands by its reporting. Zucker called Freeman's demands disappointing, and in a statement provided to the Daily Caller News Foundation said the unfounded accusations made by Mr. Freeman's lawyer are disappointing and are difficult to reconcile with Mr. Freeman's own public statements in the aftermath of the story. CNN stands by its reporting and will respond forcefully to any attempt by Mr. Freeman or his representatives to intimidate us from covering this important public issue. I'm starting to feel some kind of way about this situation, because if the victims, or at least two victims, have said, okay, y'all went a little bit too far, then I mean, I don't understand why can't they retract what they said? But CNN is CNN, you know, they got lawyers too, so we'll see. But it seems like a targeted effort. You know, we talked about this last week, going after black men in power. You know, Samuel L. Jackson better watch his back. Will Smith better watch his back. Denzel better watch his back. Spike Lee, exactly, Pretty Brown Kim, better watch his back. It's so many black men of power that are, you know, under the gun right now, like, you know, they can't flirt, they can't say anything. Like, he didn't necessarily touch these women. You know, a lot of things are, and I'm not saying that it was right, but there are a lot of things that men and women say, you know, that are uncomfortable. So that illegal if somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, and uncomfortable is subjective. You know, what he says to one person may not offend the next. So I mean, it's just interesting to see how this is going to play out. Drama Queen, what did you say, Drama Queen? They're not saying shit about Trump's pedophilic, pussy grabbing, money stealing ass. Exactly, Pauletta. Exactly. What happened to Trump's situation? Why are we not hearing about that situation? It does seem like a witch hunt for black men in Hollywood, Caroline. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I mean, you know, those are the three things that I want to talk about. I don't have too much to add, but I would like to take a few calls from y'all if you know, if you want to. But let me get this light straight first. Hold on. Figure out what I'm gonna do. Turn it this way. Turn it this way. Turn it this way. Yeah, we'll do it this way. And this. Too much stuff on the table. Let's see if this works. Is that better? Oh, that is a little bit better. Okay. He said Morgan Freeman didn't touch those bitches. The man didn't do anything. Oh, thank you, Katana. Thank you. I'm enjoying talking to the people, you know, because normally when I write a blog, the feedback that I get is normally in the comment section. So at least now, you know, I can talk to a few of y'all directly. Hold on, let me get the conference call set up. I want to hear what y'all have to say about Morgan Freeman, about Khia, about Rosanne. And the phone number is conference now. Oh man, they make me down. They make me upload my conference version. I would come on during Queen Sugar. Oh, I forgot about Queen Sugar, but I always watch it later anyway, so I can fast forward through the commercials. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Watching on the replay. Watch it on the replay. Watch me on the replay. You know, go ahead and watch Queen Sugar. Give them their numbers. Give them their numbers. I can wait. Khia is hilarious, Kay Holly. She's really hilarious. Okay, the conference number is 347-514-7130, and the PIN number is 548-8351. No, I just gotta call in.
Please enter your PIN number. Thank you. Joining conference now.
Can y'all hear it? Oh, somebody in here already. 7284. Turn your computer down, please. Hello, 7284.
Hello. Yes, hello.
Hey,
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Just wanted to call, man, and kind of speak about Morgan.
You just want to call in and do what?
Hello.
Yes.
Speak about Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
I think Morgan Freeman did not do that. I think they are framing him, and I think they are trying to attack the black.
This voice sounds mighty familiar.
Oh, I'm famous.
You what?
I'm famous.
Okay. Okay.
So that's
Joshua.
all I wanted to say. That's all I
Joshua.
wanted to say, and I enjoyed your show.
Joshua.
Partner.
I know this is you, Joshua. I know this is you,
Joshua,
Joshua.
unfortunately.
Joshua, I know this is you.
This is not Joshua.
Why are you playing on this phone, Joshua?
I'm not playing on anybody's phone. I call in just like a subscriber. I'm trying to super chat, but my card won't go through. So I'm just trying to call in and let you guys know that I appreciate you bringing up these topics.
Your phone, your card won't go through, huh? Okay.
You know, my card won't go through.
Well,
But,
thank-
you guys enjoy the show, and I'll just get back in check. Thank you so much, StraightToNate.com.
Thank you, Joshua. Just a superstar. I really appreciate you. I miss you. He hung up on me. Caller 8555. 85.
Hello, Michelle. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm just fine. I wanted to speak on the topic. You know, you all are saying about the black man in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take it a little bit farther. This is Jackie calling from the Ham. But I actually think it started with Farrakhan during the election of Obama, with them trying to bring him down. After that, they targeted Michael Jackson, which is a very, very, very high icon. And from there, it's been trickling down. They're taking them down one by one. And this would Bill Cosby being the black man for the family representing another side of what we can reflect, and we reflect every day.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to take and look at something they're bringing back from 30 years. Now they want to go back with the producer.
Hello? Hello? Caller. It says we're still connected. Dang, what happened? Did the feds disconnect the call? What's going on? Oh man. Caller 8555, call back, because I was really interested in what you had to say.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. I don't
What
know.
happened?
I don't know. It just clicked off. I don't know if the feds got us or what, but
Yeah, but but if you look back, now that they have indicted Cosby, now they want to talk about doing something to the white producer. But it goes farther than that. And our black men are not seeing what they're doing. They're taking them from the top to the bottom for every high-powered black man that we've had. And nobody is taking heed of this. It's not just the men there in Hollywood. They're taking all of our leaders, all our black leaders, and we're not sticking together. That's the problem we have. When we have a situation, instead of us coming together to help each other, we're tearing each other down, don't want one scared, one going to have more than the other. But I'm here to tell you that white people will stick together. They can hate each other, but they will come together to bring you down. Same mess what Andy Cohen is doing to our black women. I love that show, and I was feeling Andy, you know, for a minute there, and I know he could be shady. But the things that this man is doing is terrible. Not only are they bringing down our men, but they're bringing down our women. Here things going out about Oprah and what they're saying, that Gail said about Oprah with weed and everything. She's the strongest black woman that we have thus far that's living. You know, with weed and everything. it's hard for me to just sit and I stand and I think about things. And I listen to your show. I listen to a lot of different news outlets and what they do and what they say and how they say it. And if we don't take heed and start coming together and trying to own and produce and do all the things that we need to do, like supporting TV One and other black people.
You still there? I don't know what happened, but I was agreeing with you about the TV One and the BET and all that. But you have to understand that a lot of the black networks are owned by white conglomerates. So I mean that's a moot point. We don't. It's okay. But yeah, I mean we just have to step our game up. We need to start owning some things. We need to start creating businesses. We need to start being more stronger as entrepreneurs. We need to start reinvesting black dollars in black communities. We need to start doing a lot of things that we don't presently do. I mean, we do. So, are you still there? Can you hear me, caller? Hello? Her phone is still there, but she keeps going in and out. Let me see. You there?
Hello?
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 I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Yes, but yes, I'm here. So what I wanted to say, and I'm not going to hold you, I just want everyone, I know you have a big audience, and I just want everyone to just take heed as a black person to start reinvesting.
We can barely hear you.
Trying to build and have something that's not but a bubble gum shit. I mean, do something to own. Learn how to own. And what's going on in Hollywood, they're taking out all of our significant black men and our significant black women. And until we start to see and looking at our dollars and not letting that be our answers for everything, so they're beating us against each other. And as if you just take time to just reach about, we're living in the times of revelation. All you got to do is just look around, just like they said. You will only be able to determine the seed beside the tree, and you got to just look down. And I just commend what you're doing. I appreciate you about it. But now on Morgan Freeman, personally, what happened to the granddaughter, I'm from the. But as far as the allegation, I don't believe that. I mean, this is from that and the beautiful from that. And that's about all I have to say about that. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will be listening to the rest of it.
And thank you so much for calling. I certainly appreciate your input. You made a lot of good points. Thank you. Let me see if it's a speaker. I don't think it is. No, it's not the speaker. If I can hear y'all coming in, it's not the speaker. Caller 6922. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm Michelle.
Hey. Who am I speaking with?
This is Katina Reed. I'm a new subscriber. I think you read a couple of my comments while they were scrolling up. Now, I just wanted to call in just to say I'm new to your page, but I think that you are absolutely amazing. I think that you come with great receipts. I think you are someone who sees both sides of an issue, and I'm also that way. Just because I like someone doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to ride with whatever they do. And I did come to know you when all of the TS Madison and the Khia stuff, went down. And I did like both of them. Not here to talk about either one of them. I think they're great individuals, and I wish them both the best. But I just want to say to you to keep doing what you're doing. I'm a 45-year-old woman, and I look forward to when I get your notifications. I get a lot of info from your channel, and as an entrepreneur myself, I have 2 separate businesses, and I just want to say from one sister to another to keep doing what you're doing, to keep shining. You're going to have haters, but those are the ones that's going to allow you to elevate your success because they want what you have. So just continue to just do what you're doing. Please tell your sidekick, I think his name is Josh.
Yes,
Please
Josh.
tell him I said hello. But you are an amazing woman, and I will continue to watch your channel, and I will continue to tune in, and that's all I have.
Oh, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a blessed night.
Thank you. You too. Do the same, Miss Reed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was so nice. Y'all don't understand, like, I really be expecting everybody to curse me out. Caller 2186, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
So, I actually called because one of your moderators muted me in the comments so I can no longer comment, so I got a call.
Well, when you're muted, you're only muted for like 300 seconds. You're not like totally deleted. The moderator is only one now, but they can't delete you. So you should.
No, this happened a couple of days ago, so I guess I can't comment at all, but that's fine. I wanted to comment on the Morgan Freeman and Bill Cosby thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't understand how so many people, especially so many black women, are saying that we're trying to tear down our strong, powerful black men and our black influencers and stuff like that. If these men actually did the things that they did, they're criminals. Like, I don't understand it. We have to separate the person from the talent. You know, Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable is not Bill Cosby.
True.
Like, these are two totally different people. So the person that we know on the television is not the same person that, you know, we see that committed these crimes. But if he did what these women are saying that they did, then they're criminals. How is that tearing down somebody's, you know, empire or, you know, trying to take them down as an influencer? They did that to themselves.
Well, no one
I
is.
don't understand how so many.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I don't understand how so many black women specifically can say that this is wrong when the victims in these situations are women. So who are we really standing up for? Are we standing up for the criminals that created or caused these acts, or are we standing behind these victims?
Well, traditionally, police have gone after people gone after people of color more stringently than they have people Caucasians or people of other ethnicities. So when you look at it and you look at the statistics in the matter, it's just easy to say, you know, that they're targeting these black men of power because there are other black men of power. You know, people have often mentioned Charlie Sheen, Woody Allen, you know, all of these men of power who didn't get the same treatment or they didn't go after them as vigorously as they did black men. And that's when you start like looking at the details and seeing, okay, well, Cosby actually paid some of these people off and, you know, the women accepted them. And not to say that it was a crime or it wasn't a crime or, you know, to try the case all over again, but why would a public a district attorney, you know, go back into those cases when, you know, they should have been closed? You know, personally, I don't know, but I do know there's some, you know, inaccuracies when it comes to situations like this.
So I understand what you're saying, and from what I understand, it was the black women of the Me Too movement that is trying to drive like the R. Kelly situation, the Morgan Freeman thing, and we all know how powerful black women are. If we set our minds to it and we get behind it, we are going to get the job done. We didn't attack the white community, the white predators that were doing this, because that's not us. It didn't directly affect us.
But
why would the black Me Too movement go after somebody like Harvey Weinstein? None of those victims were black women, so they weren't directly affecting us. Just as the same as white women aren't, you know, they aren't coming after Bill Cosby. But white women aren't, you know, driving this R. Kelly situation. It's the black Me Too movement that's doing that.
Because it wasn't a white women that R. Kelly are targeting. If it was a white woman that R. Kelly was targeting, he would have been in the jail 30 years ago, just like he said. They 30 years too late. At this particular point, you know, it just feels like there's an agenda. If it wasn't an issue then, why is there an issue now? That's the only thing that, you know, people, you know, don't pay attention to, in my humble opinion. And I'm not saying R. Kelly.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying R. Kelly is right in what he does. But now he's dating 19-year-olds. You know, they say he has a cult and he brainwashes these 19-year-olds, which is possible because he's a 50-year-old man and a 19-year-old girl is very impressionable. So to at the end of the day, they're of age. I don't know what else that we can do unless we catch R. Kelly with someone who's 15 or something. It's really, he's not breaking the law, and these women are with him because they choose to be. Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening.
But that's really all I have. I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer, but when you think about it, like there are inconsistencies in the amount of people that they go after. And when you look at black men of power, there are less of them, first of all, and secondly, they go after them more vigorously. That's just my, just from outside looking in, you can see that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So how are we as black women supposed to, or even how would you want the media and the legal, like the justice system, to handle the R. Kelly situation, the Morgan Freeman situation? What is the right way to do it? Are we to brush it under the rug and say, this, the white people got away with it, so let these people go away with it? Or should we then go and target, people like Harvey Weinstein and the white people, I guess?
No, we shouldn't brush them under the rug, but we shouldn't be so quick to condemn them either. Like, even with the Morgan Freeman thing, CNN wrote an article, and then all of a sudden he's guilty, put him under the jail. You know what I'm saying? So, maybe, CNN was wrong about some things. Maybe, we don't know until it's, most of the time it's tried out in the court of public opinion. The man hasn't been, accused of a crime per se. So it's like, now it's like they're going after this person to damage, again, like his lawyer said, his credibility and his reputation. And he has a lengthy reputation in Hollywood. So what is the end game in that? What is the agenda? As far as I can see, it's like, they're these men who are black faces to look up to are being shot down for whatever they're doing. And and I can't say that they're doing right or wrong. It's just the presence of these men in power, again, is not a lot of them, are being, targeted. And, it's just evident to me.
Got you. All right, well, Tiff, I know my history, boo. And Billy Wilkerson also wants you to hang up on me, so I'm just going to hang the call.
Oh, I don't have to hang up on you. Don't be paying attention to the commenters. We good. But is that all you had to talk about? Because there's a 3-minute limit, but I'll talk to you if you have anything else to say. She hung up. See how y'all be doing, people? Y'all are so mean in the comment section. Let the people have their time. Caller 5020, you on the line. Hello. Now I gotta plug up my iPad. Caller 5020, you on the line. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hey. Can you hear me?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Who is it? Am I talking to Michelle?
Yes, this is Michelle. Who is this? Who is this? Can you hear me? Hello?
It's Caroline.
Hey, Caroline.
Hi, Michelle. You hear me?
Hey, Caroline, where you calling from, girl?
Girl, I'm calling from Baltimore City. How are you?
Yes, Baltimore. I'm good. What would you like to talk about today? You got some opinions about Morgan Freeman or Rosanne or Khia?
I want to talk about 3 things. I want to talk about you and Khia and Jen. It's like, I really love you guys. And oh my goodness, like I'm so excited that I'm talking to you. But anyway, yeah, I've
made a comment earlier about, I feel like, just like you said, that they're targeting black men. You know, I really, like, we have black men in Hollywood, and it just seems like now it's a witch hunt. Oh, what did they do? What did they do? And then the accusations, you know, like, they don't really, to me, what I saw that they want to do is just like, it doesn't hold any validity to, like, what, like, so what's the punishment?
Yeah, I just feel like there's an agenda.
And then, and then I was listening to Khia, she was talking about the Santa Fe shooting, and I honestly totally agree with her, because it's like, you know, it's we're treated different. Like you say, they go after us more vigorously than, you know, they would go after somebody else. Like, it's like, how many tears do you have to cry? Because I have a son and I have a grandson, and every day, like, I don't know if you know, like, what Baltimore City is like, but, you know, every day I have to pray for my son and my grandson, you know, going in and coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
kind of rough.
It is rough, and the only thing, we just need to stay aware of it, because even the Morgan Freeman situation, it's like y'all have tried to convict the man before we even get all the facts. Like,
already.
So, you know.
Already, and then you be like, well, damn, who's next? Who is it going to be tomorrow?
That's true. That's true. Well, I appreciate your call so much, and thank you, and salute to you in Baltimore City.
Keep talking to me, and tell Khia I said hello, and I love her, and I love you too.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you, Jay Dunn. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all are so generous. I appreciate it. Caller 0515. You're on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Too Hot from Michigan.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Hi, this is Too Hot for YouTube from Michigan.
Too Hot for YouTube. Hey. What would you like to talk about today?
How are you?
I'm good.
You know, I just really wanted to share with you that I find you enlightening and very uplifting, and that was one of the things that drew me to your site.
Oh, thank you.
Through the Khia situation, and I was very impressed with the way you stepped up to the plate and just gave her the support and the encouragement and the leverage she needed to go ahead and broaden herself. And I really commend you on that. And I thought that was quite admirable of you.
Thank you.
And in light of the subject, yes, I do feel that black men are being targeted. I feel that the targeting is in reference to the one female that indicated that it had been going on for 30 years. You know, if you look at your history, it's been longer than that. This is just taking a different form. Mm-hmm. Instead of the rope, it's the internet. And which is, you know, something that we can be in more control of as far as not allowing the, I guess, the downward spiral of these prominent men to be, as you said, condemned in the court of public opinion.
Yes, exactly.
So we do have control there. And that being said, with Mr. Cosby's situation, I felt that when he was given his, you know, his, I don't know what you want to call it, you know, when they like lowered the hammer on him, mm-hmm. I just felt that he should not have had to have given up his honorary degree. Those should not have been pulled by any HBCU. Because of the simple fact that those were provided to him, and it, you know, didn't have anything to do with what he was being accused of. And furthermore, it was something that was presented to him in light of his donations that were given. If you're going to snatch his degrees, then give him back his money.
His money, yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're going to walk that plank, you might as well walk it all the way. Don't just walk it to where it benefits, your situation, at a time that he really needs someone, reaching out to him the most. But, that being said, we just have to go ahead and redirect the attention that's being given to our prominent black men in the court of public opinion. We can control that. We just have to give focus as to how we're speaking and how we're looking to have the punitive actions engaged. That being, when I'm referencing to that, you look at the situation with Pulaski. He also was judged in a court of public opinion, but he wasn't out. But nonetheless, he was given the privilege and the opportunity to leave the country during a time that he had already been in court for the situation that he was engaged in. And it took years before the country that he wound up in decided to send him back. And it remains to be seen what comes of that. And maybe that is where that conversation that we have in reference to what has been done to women, maybe that should be the focus and the importance and what we're having to say in reference to what's being done to women. Maybe that's where we need to go ahead and have our focus at. And, that I just more or less would just give my opinion on that. I get off the soapbox on that. But getting back,
no, I understand.
I don't want to take up all your.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
But getting back to you, I really, really look forward to becoming what is it? The super chat?
The master class or the super chat?
Well, both. But yeah, I look forward to taking part in both of those. When I'm, at a point where I'm in a position to do so.
Oh, thank you. Anytime.
But definitely, I'm going to stay right in there, and I'm glad to be aboard.
Thank you.
You're doing an awesome job, and keep it up.
Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you for your input.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Thank you.
Zero super chat. Ooh, call it 1228. Close the windows.
Hey, Miss Jared. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? You on the road?
Yes. Finally. I've been waiting. I've been having something to say about what's on the docket today.
Oh, okay. What you got to say? Look, there ain't nothing on the docket. This ain't the Queen's Court, honey. We just talking about what's on the blogs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about Morgan Freeman. It seems like the trend that's going on in Hollywood is that they're coming after the black men who are not in a relationship with white women. And that's what I think is going on. If you look at R. Kelly, Nelly, Usher, they ain't messing with Jordan Peele, Donald Glover, none of all those commercial people with white women. They glorify Kanye, they glorify all the people who are with white women, but they're taking down all the black men who are pro-black, like black women. And I just seen this from a different perspective from everybody else, because it's been going on for almost a year now. It started with Nelly, then with Usher with the STG thing, trying to publicly shame him, and then now with Morgan Freeman, he's only been rumored to be with black women up until now, until this whole situation happened with, the video or whatever happened. And then, R. Kelly, all black women. They ain't messing with nobody who are, besides Bill Cosby, but he's also with a black woman as well. And also it started happening when Bill Cosby tried to come after, try to get more power in Hollywood, trying to purchase NBC. That's when all these rumors started to happen with him. He's been married for 40 plus years to the same woman.
Right.
And all these rumors just started coming out as soon as you want to get more power in Hollywood. You know, hopefully Tyler Perry or Stevie Wonder's not next, you know, because those are the only people I see they're trying to take away. Those are the only two people we really have left, you know, who are black men who the media are not trying to take down because they're not with a white woman or with somebody that's not black.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, and I just hope that. Yeah, and Samuel L. Jackson as well.
And Denzel, right.
Hopefully they're not on their list, you know, because that just seems to be the trend. If you look at it, it kind of looks like that because with Nelly, R. Kelly, you know, it just seems to be the trend. All those guys are with black women or always have been with black women, and all the guys who are with white women, they ain't coming after them at all. They getting all the media attention. They looking good to everybody because it seems. I mean, it just looks that way to me. I'm not saying I'm not.
No, I mean, you're making some value.
Look at things from both sides. I just don't look at it one way. I'm just looking at the trend of they're not messing with Donald Glover, and he has this pro-black video called "This Is America," and you're putting all these images out about shooting black people in the video, but yet you're with a white woman. Not to do it just doesn't make people feel as strong as it could. The imagery and the
so does him being
about that, but.
Does him being in a relationship with a white woman negate the fact that you know he's pro-black? Does that like take away from his pro-black stance?
On paper it does.
On paper.
But the imagery he's trying to portray in the video was that he was so pro-black and he's been hiding his girlfriend for 2 years.
But he hasn't hid nothing. He hasn't hid his girlfriend. Who he hiding her from? We knew who she was.
About black. Some of the things he said about black women in media are very negative. He said, "Oh, the black women never messed with me."
He did say a lot of things in his comedy special.
I love my black women, and so I don't like to do stuff like that. And for him to act like he's so for the people and use all the black people in this video and have them doing all this, and you're not keeping it all the way 100, and he don't want to explain nothing behind the video. It all goes back to me saying that uplifting and making those type of guys look good and downing all the black men who love and appreciate the black female. Everything that R. Kelly does, okay, granted, it's not right for him to be going after young women, but at least he loves his black women. At least he goes after black women. They may be a little bit younger, but at least he loves black women. Same thing with Usher. Usher loves his black women. He married a black woman. But now he's tarnished, his image is tarnished over something that the media put out. And we all know who controls the media. So it's like they all want us to think that all the black men who are with black women are scum. They rape women. That's what the image that they're trying to portray, and that's what it's looking like. And I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it because all those men are not racist. All those men are not like that.
Yeah.
I don't believe it one bit everything media says about Bill Cosby, Usher Raymond.
Why did you bring it Usher? And somebody asked in the comment too, like you bring it Usher in it. I don't know that Usher having herpes had anything to do with this.
I'm not bringing Usher to it. I'm just bringing it to it because that's another black man that they're trying to tear down his image.
Well, that's another black man that took his kids away from a black woman too. So don't even get me started with Usher. Usher's different. Anyway, I'm sorry. I have another opinion about Usher. Go ahead.
Oh, but I'm saying Usher's outside of Michael Jackson, Usher's the biggest selling artist for black males. Confession sold 12 million copies. What better way to tarnish his image than to say he has herpes?
But Usher did that to himself. If he had herpes and he's spreading it around. Okay. We're gonna lump everybody together. Okay, you're right.
Usher's not even the point. The point is that's another black artist who, works very hard in the industry that the media is trying to portray that he's just a herpes victim. He likes to have unprotected sex. Never heard any rape allegations, but hopefully those don't come out about any of those people who always made black people feel good, like Bill Cosby, Usher Raymond. R. Kelly made people feel good with his music, especially at bedtime. They're taking away all that from us, and hopefully Stevie Wonder's not next. You know what I'm saying? I hope he's not next because it would be the only one that can take away all the black males from the last 40 years who've done anything to build the black men up in Hollywood. They're just trying to take away their all. That's how I feel. They're trying
So
to take
black
away
men
their all.
that are actually married to black women and upholding black family values or standards.
Are always with black women. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't mess with any of the other guys. They protect those guys like Jordan Peele
And
Donald
Kanye.
Glover and Terrence Howard, Kanye West. I mean, I can keep going. They all protected. They all got the best shows in Hollywood. You know, they don't have to really fight for anything because they're protected, it feels like. But the men who are not with white women, they're not going to be as protected. That's how I feel. That's all I really want.
That's an interesting theory. That's an interesting theory. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, you too. And where were you calling from? The car? I lost him. Caller 1888, you're on the line.
Hi, Michelle. This is Save from Pittsburgh.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. I promise to let you talk. I know I start rambling. But I wanted to say something about the Morgan Freeman and a young woman that was talking about, if they're guilty, then they should be, held accountable.
Yes.
First of all, Morgan Freeman has not been found guilty.
Right.
CNN refuses to retract publicly, the fact that even the two victims were saying that they went too far.
Right.
And it's bothering me is because it's our black women that are more gung-ho to talk about or against the black men. And these, she was talking about the Me Too movement and the Mute R. Kelly movement, which are two different movements. One was started by Teairra, which is the Me Too movement. Hollywood has taken that over and appropriated it into something that's only focused on the issues with white women. It's not focused on actual sexual assault victims. And it's not Ms. Burke's point was not for her victims acquiring the bag or positioning themselves for political gain, to be community leaders, speaking out now about the Me Too movement, or ones trying to get a better position within the company. It was about actually bringing justice for sexual assault victims. Okay. And this is what bothers me, is because people are taking what Hollywood is doing, and then they're forgetting the fact of what she started the Me Too movement for. And black women, she's not behind the Mute R. Kelly movement. It's Hollywood's black women that are. And I find that suspect as well, because everyone knew what R. Kelly was doing. Like he said, they should have done something 30 years ago. Where were they? The same black girls, but these women are even older. What happened to the little girls? What happened to you being so outraged by what he was doing to the little girls? I'm not understanding.
I totally agree. I totally agree that it's an agenda, and we just don't know what this agenda is and what the end game is. And that's what I was asking in a couple of videos ago when I was talking about the R. Kelly movement. Is what's the end game? Like once you mute them and snatch the music, what's next?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're saying.
These same African American women who are so gung ho to go after these black men, they are not used in the Me Too movement against powerful white men. Harry Weinstein, it was white women, but when it comes to individuals, and I'm going to bring out a name that's not on the topic, but it just shows how vicious that they are towards black men. Nate Parker was found innocent. And when he came out with that movie, what happened?
But the movie was so inflammatory that they needed something to.
They didn't want to bring up old records, and who were the ones that were publicly vilifying them? Black women.
You're right.
And he was found innocent. And they let that hate for black men dating white women be manipulated, because the white people know that that's something that some black women, because I could care less, some black women have an issue with. But they allow themselves to be manipulated against their own people. And since we know historically black men have been lynched, black men have been jailed and still in jail, and people need to look up the fact that there are men still in jail for rapes that they know these men didn't commit.
Right.
They know these men didn't commit. So black women are not rallying around that, but as soon as a white person there, one of their white friends, you know, oh girl, she want to be in the club with them and she want to be utilized so she can feel important. She's not important because they only bring her out that box when they need her to go against a black person. They never bring a black woman out. You never see any of these gung-ho black women vilifying these black men, saying anything publicly and being utilized publicly against white powerful men. And I'm tired of it being used, well, if, you know, we can't be like them, you know, these men are not being found guilty in the law. And look how long it took for Bill Cosby, and the fact that Jane, that supermodel Jane, that crackhead, when she was talking about Bill Cosby did all this to her, she said she was writing a book.
And she said she was lying.
Yes, I was going to get to that. Okay. But why are you sitting up here allowing these people to publicly admit that they're lying? No, it's not going to be no next call at TKC. But people admitting that they are lying and able to still vilify this man. And look at one Morgan Freeman. He was not looking at her. He was not saying anything specifically to her. But she claimed outrage. She claimed that she has never been spoken to that way. And when you look at the video, he said absolutely nothing about her. He was talking about the incident with his coworker, pretending that a man, not pretending, but feeling like the woman was pregnant. He congratulated her on the pregnancy, but she wasn't pregnant. Morgan Freeman said, oh, I wish I had been there. He was laughing at the fact that he wanted to be there to be, you know what I'm saying, because it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he was saying anything to this woman, but she got full press and promotion through CNN, right?
Yeah, and they were like, look at his eyes. Look where his eyes were when he said it.
He wasn't even looking at her. He wasn't even looking at her. And I'm saying it's sad when we got to have video to protect ourselves. And our black men have to each day, because I have sons, they have to go each day knowing that somebody could have falsely accused them of something.
Right.
And it bothers me that it's our women being utilized, but they will not be that same outrage. These white women will not have that same outrage when something is done to a black woman. And I'm tired.
Oh, of course.
I'm tired of black women. If you don't know your history, stop speaking publicly. If you don't know your history of how many times a black man has been lynched, how many times a black man has been burnt up alive, how many times a black man, and they are still incarcerated for things that they have not done, and I mean not done, and it has been shown. That's why they have that backlog of DNA, because they don't want to put them out of that jail. I'm tired. I'm tired of it being our black women going against our black men, and then you keep saying you can't find a man because you're putting them in jail. Because you're rallying for their public lynching. Because they can't get them anymore. They can't hang these men.
Yep. And yep, you're right.
So they're able to do whatever they want, and they're utilizing us. And I just want to say one thing about Common, because I've been writing about him all day. This is historically the situation when they do something against us. And Bush said, do the thing and apologize later. They're sitting up here and they're using Common. And I can't even understand why he's involved in this situation, because why don't y'all give free press and promotion to black companies? Go and sit your behind or make a video to get people to gather in black coffee shops. Go to black stores.
You're right. You're right.
I'm tired, but y'all not worrying about that, and y'all allowing Common to sit up here and talk to these people about what? About how to hide their racism. Then he did the same thing, got called out. Right? The same thing that Starbucks did. And they know black people going to go sit their butt right back in Starbucks like they need that coffee and forget about the fact that we have black companies that they can sit their behinds in and spend high-priced money if that's what they want to do. Yes, I'm going to do comment like that, Seal, because you've been playing with me today online.
I just had
Bill's been getting me, but he gonna block me. I know he's gonna block me in a minute. He probably go through your phone and hang up for you.
So that's what you've been doing. You've been tweeting, comment about. I just had to pull it up. It's the most boring.
No, but I'm saying, I'm joking about Bills. I love being, but I'm just saying it just bothers me that Common does not know. He pretends like he's all, woke, and all of these artists coming out woke, but they are not sitting here making sure that our companies have generational wealth for their families.
Well, first of all, Starbucks is a huge company.
White companies have generational wealth and are able to do what they need to do. But for us, we don't get no jobs. They're not making sure that we do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not true wokeness. That's not true caring about your people. That's just being, like Malcolm X stated, they're going to use all these celebrities and comedians.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
But what
Starbucks
are
is
they
a
doing?
huge company, and Common wants to check and the promotion. Like, his name associated with Starbucks right now, this is the most buzz Common has had in a while. You know what I'm saying? So,
but why isn't he using that same bus to go into a black coffee shop?
because y'all wouldn't care, y'all wouldn't write about it. It wouldn't go viral if he went into a black coffee shop. It wouldn't. How many black coffee shops does Killer Mike go in every day? How many black restaurants does T.I. go in? But as soon as he talk about Houston, it's top of the charts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, we got to get one in order to get the other. Maybe this is the stepping stone. Now that y'all are talking about it, and now that, you know, we got our eyes on Common for helping Starbucks with their diversity training or whatever it is he's doing, maybe now he can use that platform to go and help somebody else. But it has to start with our eyes are on them for a reason. And once our eyes are on them, then we're going to pay attention, and then, you know, it can help somebody else, hopefully.
But that's what it was supposed to be done historically for years, Michelle.
Historically,
they were supposed to let's start there, let's start here, and when it happened with Denny's, let's start here, let's start there. But at no time, and they know black people, and I'm going to say black people are going to forget. We always forgiving, we always forget. But we need to start holding them accountable for real. If you do something, we're going to go somewhere else. I will travel across town, downtown, in order to go to a black-owned business than one to support a black-owned business than to sit up here and be in a Denny's or a Papa John's or anything. I can get my pizza from somewhere else.
And I totally agree with you. I'm right there with you. But it's like, when we do that, how do we see that? Like, that's not going to go viral. That, like, us bypassing Houston to go to Tom, Dick, and Hank, which is what I do all the time.
It's important when they go viral. That makes me mad. I'm
not saying that. I'm not saying that makes it more
in the grassroots.
I'm not saying that makes it more important. What I'm saying is it gets it more attention, of course, that it's going viral. But all I'm saying is when people do the right thing, we don't necessarily see it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying one is right.
But I'm saying the grassroots part of it, those people have been struggling and fighting, like the Donda House, all of these companies that are black owned. The only time that they get press is when it's negative. Let these ones promote themselves. They got all of these followers. Okay, hook your followers. Tell your followers, I'm going to be here at so-and-so time, like Kanye did with that craziness, and all these people came, but he never came. Common could have, I'm at this, let's support black businesses. I'm over here, and send it to all his followers. It doesn't have to go viral with CNN. It doesn't have to go viral with MSNBC. It has to go viral with us. And we need to say, okay, I'm going to send this to all my followers, and I want y'all to come and support this business, and I want y'all to come. And I love this, and I love that they do it for that, with that chicken and waffle place. I've heard plenty of them talk about that one in California. I'm just saying, do the same thing, whether you thinking you getting, your name out there. It's not about you. It's about your people and developing generational wealth, jobs, patronizing our own business like all these other cultures do. That's all I wanted to say.
You're right. But it starts with us, and we have to start.
Exactly.
Again, I do it. I know a lot of people around me that do it, but at the end of the day, regardless if we talk about it or not, unless it's, people don't see it. That's all I'm saying. People don't see the things that are done. Right. That's not to say that it's not done, but we don't notice Starbucks on the front page of the newspaper more so than we notice one tweet saying, support this black businesses. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it starts with us, and we just have to, do it for ourselves. Start with the man in the mirror.
But I would like us to do it for ourselves in supporting our black businesses. We keep on trying to up and get right with these white companies and make sure they're right. Let's do it with us. Let's stop focusing our energy and our frustration on things that we have been doing for years. This stuff with Common is nothing new. Even the plantation owners, when they got that emancipation letter, talked about they want to do things better, make it easier. But they were the same ones that were promoting racism. They hired the overseers that were brutalizing. They were doing all those things, but when they got their wake-up call, that's when they wanted to be, we're going to make it better so that they can stay. Our black people left anyway. So we need to start leading anyway. No matter what they want to apologize for, they knew they had racist people in Starbucks. Mm-hmm. No matter what they want to do. Our black people back then, they left anyway. So we need to lead anyway and promote our black businesses. And don't worry about if Starbucks is going to get it right, if they sorry or whatever. Because they do things and then they sorry. Let's deal with businesses that's going to appreciate us from jump, take our money, build it with their kids, hire us.
Right.
And worry about those things. Not worry about rebuilding and trying to shape Starbucks and help them out. Let's help our own people out. That's where our energy is being lost at, helping our own people out. Because Common could have went in somewhere and helped more people come boost businesses up, and they could put it on their Instagram, which will go viral, okay, with their demographic, and they can also help their people of color that's actually having businesses that's ground roots. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about Starbucks. I don't care if Common is helping them or whatever. He's not an activist in my eyes. He makes beautiful records. But I'm talking about the people that's on the ground, with their boots on the ground, activists, the people that are famous that's actually doing something to help their own people. Right. That's who I'm talking about. Right. And that's who I want to back.
Oh, I appreciate your call. You made some great points.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, y'all need to be a little bit more patient in the comment section, because y'all be screaming next caller, and when you call, you want to say what you want to say. And she made a lot of great points about supporting black businesses. So, caller 8555, you're on the line.
Yes, Michelle, it's me again.
Yes, me.
I just wanted to say about the caller that called in behind me, the young lady. I could tell she was very young. It's not about punishing someone if they do wrong. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. If you commit a crime, you need to do the time. What I was speaking about was the way they're methodically exiling all of our black men, high-powered men, one by one. And it seems like nobody's paying attention. And another thing, while I was listening online and waiting over 30 minutes since the last call, young lady spoke and said, well, the lady that said 30 years, it's been 30 years. No, sweetheart, you misunderstood. It's been centuries, okay? Since they brought some home from the motherland, white men have been finding ways to bring down the black land. And what I'm speaking of is what they're doing systematically. And also on Starbucks, me, myself personally, I go get my 50% off singing citizen coffee. Because I don't have and
hello.
And on the restaurant down there in Georgia, Houston, it sounds to me, just from listening, from the way that people are being treated, and evidently this is something that's now new, and things have happened before on a racial line. I wouldn't be giving them not 1 cent of my dollar.
Well, I mean that's the goal at this point.
And T.I., I don't know what T.I. is doing. I mean, I'm confused when it comes to T.I. I really am. Because I personally believe he's just a snitch. I'm just being honest, and I'm keeping it honest. Because when you look at different situations, you got to realize what people are doing. At the bottom line, he's looking out for himself and covering whatever deal he's got to cover. down there at City Hall and everything else, the polices and FBI or whoever. I mean, you can see through it. You can see it. And you got a few more down there, but I'm not going to call them names on what I see right now. But also, the bottom line is, when people they're switching things up, they're talking about or what that people are doing.
Something's going on with your phone. It's like muted. Can you hear me?
Back. What people
Hello?
are sitting back. Yeah, I can.
Okay, I can hear you now, but it was muted for a second.
Oh. Well, I'm holding it away from me to make sure that don't happen, but I don't know if the echo, I don't know.
Hello?
So is that better now?
Yes.
Okay, it may be that I'm in the same.
I'm not taking but 4 more calls because y'all is talking me to death. No, I'm just kidding. Hello?
Hello?
Now we got another call.
Hello?
0387.
Hello?
0387.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Can you hear me?
Yes. I want to say, Michelle, I like what you're doing, but people need to go back to the beginning. Adam and Eve. Men are hunters and women are slick. It don't take long for nothing, just like Kai said. You're a woman, you go to a man's place at 1 in the morning, you know it's for sex. People need to stop doing what they're doing. You African American, racism is here to stay. That's why I respect Jewish people. They all bonded together after what Hitler did. They funded their community, did everything with Jewish people, just like JP said. Stop complaining, stay truthful, and just do you. And for African American men, I don't have a racist bone in my body, but I call it as I see it. African American men, if you date a white woman, you marry a white woman, one of the races is going to flip. She going to turn you, or you going to turn her.
Okay.
That's the way the game goes. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. And women, you know when you cast sex with a man, and when you don't get the money, the fame, the fortune, you want to holler. Just like they did to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson didn't rape that girl years ago. And I'm going to tell you, Caucasian people, they make careers and they know how to end them. The game is learning how to keep the cheat off your ass. People need to stop complaining. And ever since they elected Donald Trump, racism is here to stay. So stop crying, stop saying what Obama and this. Racism is here to stay. Read your Bible, and teach. But listen, pay attention. Keep that one good eye open. And what Kaya said about them kids, she was absolutely correct. When black people was taking guns to school, it was nothing. Now that it's in the suburbs, they have terrorists. They the ones coming there with them bombs and they rifles and all that. That ain't gonna change because the rifle is in the Congress pocket. They paying them. They paying them millions, trillions, billions. But that gotta go on too until Jesus come back.
Okay, amen. Thank you so much for calling. I
and you're doing a very, very, very good job. But I'm just tired of people complaining. Smarten your motherfucking ass up. People need to educate themselves. Ain't nobody gonna save you but Jesus Christ.
Gotta stay woke.
When Jesus came, before earth, it was Adam and Eve. We as women, I'm a woman, we sneaky, and men is sneaky. Two sneaky people come together. Get over yourself.
Two sneaky people. All right.
Have a nice time.
Thank you. You too. Good night. I can't. I've been on for 98 minutes. Oh my God. I've been on so long. I'm going to take, it's a lot of calls waiting. I'll take like 2 or 3 calls. It's 11 o'clock. I'll take, Biggie is asleep somewhere. I'll take 2 more calls. 2 more. Uno, dos, and I'm out. I hate to leave people waiting, but caller 4747, you're on the line. They hung up. Caller 6643, you're on the line.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, this is Kevin. I'm right here in Lithia Springs, about 2 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Hi, Kevin.
And, one thing, I was listening to the caller earlier about black businesses, black businesses. One thing about going to black businesses is when I go to a business or restaurant, it seems like every black-owned restaurant or business I'm going to, I'm met at the door with the attitude. They act like they don't want to be there. They're dragging their feet. They are just rude. I'm probably the only person in line. I'm waiting 20 minutes to get what I came for. It's like, if we're going to go see black businesses, then we need to be treated as a regular customer, because I can tell you an experience. I went to a black business up in Marietta, and I'm there. I'm going to the restaurant. The hostess was just rude, was just lazy and nasty, and just act like she didn't want to be there, and act like she was disgusted to see me there. So I'm just waiting around. A white couple comes in, and it seems like she just perks up, and it's like thinking, because I'm black, I'm not going to spend no money here. But you see this white couple come in behind me, and you all are happy and perking up. It's a black-owned business. So I'm saying, if we I want to support our black-owned businesses, then our black-owned business needs to step up. And it's even not even black-owned business. It's black people. Also, you go in local Walmart, the black associates, they don't work, they're not helping, they're nowhere to be found. And when you do look for them, they act like they got an attitude, don't want to go look for nothing for you, don't want to help you out. I was in O'Reilly's the other day looking for a part for my car. I'm sitting there at the desk waiting for somebody to attend to get the store manager, who was a black woman, sitting there on her computer, looking me up and down, not saying, can I help you? Is there anything you need? Not saying anything. And then another guy comes from behind the corner, yawning like he's sleeping, ready to go home, yawning and asked me, is there anything that I can do for you? I just walked out, and I went next door to Advanced Auto Parts, and the white man, he helped me out, even installed the lights in my car for me. So it's like, if you expect us to buy black, then treat us your own with much respect. Because if not, then I'm happy at spending my dollars at Starbucks. I'm happy at spending my dollars at ATLien. Because obviously, from my experience, when I go in there, I have never been a racial profile. Now, I can't speak for anybody else who say they were racial profile, but from my experience, when I go in there, I'm treated with respect, like I'm wanted. Like my dollars are wanted there when I go in there and buy the white cases. And the same thing, I used to live in Atlanta. The same thing with that. Kasim Reed has come in there and he has gentrified the whole city of Atlanta, half of the city of Atlanta. He has catered to these white business folks. He has done everything except what he said he was going to do. Our black people are homeless in Atlanta. No hope in Atlanta. Our young black men are killing themselves. No hope in Atlanta. It's all under Kasim Reed's watch. And I'm just thinking, y'all, and everybody is married nowhere. Everybody casting her out as a demon. But why not just try to marry nowhere lady out for a second? I don't live in Atlanta, so I really don't care anymore.
Well, Mary Norwood was an undercover Republican. She was accepting Republican funding. So, I mean, even though she was...
I'm saying Kasim Reed ain't no better. I'm sorry, Kasim Reed ain't no better. And Keisha...
Kasim is gone, and Keisha is trying to clean up what Kasim left behind, and there's the big scandal going on right now with the judges that Kasim put in place. And so, I mean, you know,
what can you honestly say Kasim has done for the black people? What can you honestly say that? Kasim has done for the black people of Atlanta. Kasim has allowed these businesses to come in, take over the neighborhood, take over and take over our neighborhoods. And
under his watch, there were taxes.
Our own people can't even live in their own neighborhoods that they created anymore. Because of Kasim Reed and Kasim let the stadium go to the Cobb County jobs that could have been for.
But one stadium left and another stadium was built, so you can't necessarily say that. I actually own a property right around the corner from Turner Field, and I was happy to see it go. I mean, to see the Braves go to Cobb County. So there's a difference of opinion in the people who actually pay taxes over there versus the people who watched it walk away. But I kind of see a lot of what you're talking about, like, because nobody can negate what your experience is as opposed to stereotyping and that type of thing. But you know, you can't shit on what Kasim did while he was in office, 2 terms, 3 terms, however long he was in office. But he did create a lot of jobs. He did create a lot of tax incentives for businesses to come into the community. In fact, I used to work for the tax development organization in the city of Atlanta years ago. And I used to work for the Georgia Lottery. I talked about that as well. So, I mean, I've witnessed the way the city has changed over the past 10 years. And there's a lot of changes that were made. A lot, you know, the projects did close, but that created an opportunity for people to come in and buy property that's worth something. So you can't necessarily say that he did something.
And raise the value up, and buy property and raise the value up to the people.
I want my property value to go up. I own a property in downtown. I want my property value to go up. That's great for me.
You want your property value to go up, but if you were born and raised in that neighborhood, how dare they come in and kick you out of the neighborhood? So you don't even make.
But you're not kicked out of the neighborhood if you own property. I mean, so you. I mean, I don't know.
But my point is, we need to get together because we are our own worst enemy. This black on black crime. And the first thing, as soon as a white person kills a black person, it's a whole bunch of protests. But where are the protests when we kill each other? Where is the protest when we kill each other?
That's us. That's up to us to do. Like
they probably say Rosanne for calling somebody an ape, but we calling each other niggas and bitches and hoes and roaches every day. Where's this?
It's problematic because people disrespect us, we start to disrespect each other. It's the same thing with children, with people of lower economic status. When they feel disrespected, they disrespect the people around them. So I mean, I don't know what to say, but I mean, live a little bit longer, and you'll start to like think a little bit differently about a lot of the things that you're talking about.
I live well enough to see what's going on around me. I just think we need to get together. We are our own worst enemies.
We are.
We gonna be. If we don't get together, we're gonna be back in slavery. I'm sorry to say it, we're gonna be back in slavery. We're gonna get together. That's what it looks like from this administration.
I don't know about that, but. I mean, maybe
it may not be the physical slavery, but it's gonna be in their mindset.
We already there, a lot of us. But thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thanks. Okay. Should I take one more call? Press 1 if I should take one more call. Let me know. If that should be the last call of the day, or should I take one more? One more? Okay, I'll take one more. All right, I'll take one more. Any, meeny, miny, mo. Caller 5490, you're on the line. Hello. All righty. Caller 9134.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello.
It's Liv from Chat.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What's your name?
This is Liv from Chat.
Hey, Liv.
I'm always in here.
Hey, Liv.
So I was calling because I like this last caller, like he had my bones burning, but I'm not gonna go into that. I'm gonna call for what I originally stated. And my whole thing is, I just read the autobiography by Ashata Shakur, and one of the other callers, they were talking about black men being jailed. And within her autobiography, she brought up a great point because she was placed on so many trials for so many different things because they were trying to, catch her up. But she made the point, she was like, black people don't do jury duty. And in this day and age, black people don't do jury duty.
Right.
So we talk about the system and how the system is against us, but we don't even show up to sit on the jury to make sure that we aren't
we're judged by our peers.
That's how it is. But you could be able to, help derail some of these people going to jail.
Right. It's interesting though. Like I always want. Like I sat on the jury one time for this guy who was accused of murdering a cop, but it was like an accident, and they said that man. Oh, it was so sad. But anyway, I it was gonna be a hung jury when it came to me, but I've never been asked back to be on jury. I want to do jury. Like I work at home. I go sit at the jury all dang day, but they never asked me back, and this was like 8-9 years ago, and I have never been asked back. And I am a registered voter in Fulton County. I have never been asked back. So I feel like they know who to ask and who not to ask. So I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But you're right. You're right.
I mean, a lot of people, they decline. I understand, like, a lot of times it's like, you can't afford to do it because you miss out from work and all those other things. But I just wanted to say that to speak to some of the people who may have, I'm not saying everybody, but some of the people who may have been selected and just felt like they don't have time for it, or if it comes up and it's a situation that they might experience, like maybe they'll think back to this phone call and, you know what I mean, go ahead and sit there and save somebody who needs it.
Right.
So that I wanted to speak on. And then the other thing is there's this well-known person who always posts on Black issues, and I'm all for speaking on the facts and getting this stuff, out there and making people aware. But the issue I have is they don't fact check. And so when they put things up there, it's already a divisive subject. And I'm like, you have to be careful with your platform, because we as Black people, our credibility is already on the thread. No matter how far you go up, all it takes is one thing, and now you're looked at as not credible. So I'm like, you have this major platform, but you keep reposting these things and you don't fact check. And when someone says something to you about it, instead of you trying to correct it, you ignore or get upset. And it's like you're sitting over here complaining about people who don't listen, who won't say that they're wrong, but you're doing the same thing on your platform.
You don't want to say who it is?
No, I'm not going to call them out. But it was a lot of comments, and it was a lot of people like, I said something, but then they kept adding me, but I don't have my notifications on like that, so I didn't realize they did it till like an hour later.
So what was wrong? What was can you mention, what was the news article or whatever that was wrong?
So there's this, I've seen a lot of people, reposting it, and it was talking about the differences between Tim Tebow and Kaepernick, and how Tim Tebow kneeled during the national anthem, and how they treated Kaepernick so wrong. But the thing is, like, when you fact check, Tim Tebow didn't actually do it during the national anthem.
Okay.
So that was my whole thing. I was like, make the comparison, but you have to know that when you're saying something people don't want to hear, they're going to look for the one thing you said wrong instead of looking at all the things you said right. So I'm like, don't give people that chance. Like, make sure when you come in with something, you speak in facts so that they can't negate what you're saying unless they just being completely biased and don't want to hear it.
Right. I agree with everything you said. And thank you so much. You ended our call on a positive note, and I certainly appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Michelle. You have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I want to piggyback off of what the caller said for a second. We talk about, I talk about this a lot when it has to do with blogging. Like, everybody's like, well, why you didn't post this? Or why you didn't post that? Whatever. I'm like, by the time I post something, I have the response, the question, and everything answered, instead of like it being like just one post. That's why my posts are so long, and I wait so long to post something, because I have the retraction and the explanation and the this, that, and the third, and 4 parts of the story. It's gonna be all in one post. And I know I can post stuff all day long and it just be blurbs and stuff, just like how TMZ does stuff. Like we say TMZ beats a dead horse because they'll post like 10 things about a story, but instead of waiting for the resolution, it's like they'll post bits and pieces and come back and post something else, and then come back and post something else, and come back posting something else. Me, on the other hand, I just like to have it all, or have most of the story in one one big piece, so that I don't have to keep going back and updating and coming back with another part of the story tomorrow, or this, that, and the third. But anyway, I just found it interesting that she brought that up, because the one time that you wrong, people gonna remember that. They'll never forget They'll forget the 100 times that you're right, but the one time you're wrong, they're gonna remember that forever. And I think about that all the time when I do my posts, especially about my housewives post, which, as y'all know, I already reported that Kenya lost her peach. I'm standing by. I don't care what nobody else say. She lost her peach. She ain't gonna have no peach. I didn't say she wasn't coming back. I said she didn't get a peach. So y'all will remember where you heard it from. So anyway, straight from the A.com. If you want to go read the topics that we talked about today, I have Khia's entire gag order and my write-up about what she said about the Santa Fe shooting. I have the Rosanne bar situation and the tweets that caused ABC to cancel the show. I have, what else did we talk about? Should I forget just that quick? Anyway, don't forget, if you're not a part of the APOD group on Facebook, definitely do that. I appreciate the people who took the time to super chat today. Super chat. And I want to thank each of you personally. I don't want to forget that because sometimes I do. I have been on a long time today. Yeah, I made up for not coming online. Y'all made me make up for not coming online. I see you. Y'all worked me today. And Jerome wasn't even in here talking about I owe him 2 hours. And he didn't even come in and say, hey, did Jerome come in today? It's Jerome be working me, honey. He be in the DMs like, you owe us 2 hours today, Michelle. I'm like, what are you talking about, boss? Hold on. Let me go into, where's my YouTube? Creative Studio. And I appreciate all of the A Squad. I see y'all in the house, all of y'all. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't ever feel like you have to super chat. Somebody said that before, and it was a big deal. They talked about the super chat. They was talking about the moderators. Everybody was talking about everybody. And at the end of the day, I appreciate you. I just need your click. That's all I need. I don't need your coins. Just click on me. Google will give me some coins. So click on Straight from the A. It's free. It's free for you. Anyway, thank you for Celebrity Uncoded. Thank you for Lockhead Boss Lady C. Thank you for Charlotte Thomas. Jay Dunn said, just because I want to support another black woman again and because I can. Hey, Michelle, are we muting Morgan Freeman now because I like him? He's from Mississippi too, but I don't know where I stand with him. Thank you, Jay Dunn. It's the Queen. Thank you very much. And S. Miles Williams, thank you. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you, A Squad. Again, if you haven't already, A Squad group is going to be in the comment section. And yeah, I will see you guys later. And if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow. I promise. Bye, y'all. I'm up here trying to turn the thing off. Bye.